Ladies and gentlemen, I once again welcome you to another exciting edition of Sports for Less Daily Updates. Exactly 17 days more for the impending 2025 Unity Cup tournament, which is scheduled to take place in West London at the GTEC Community Stadium in Brentford. And this tournament has been in hiatus for almost 20 years and is back, featuring the Super Eagles of Nigeria, the Black Stars of Ghana, the Soccer Warriors of Trinidad and Tobago, and also the Reggae Boys of Jamaica. A lot of rumors surrounding the Super Eagles of Nigeria squad for this particular tournament, and I'll be talking voluminously from the camp of Nigeria Super Eagles and also from the camp of Nigeria Flying Eagles, national under 20 boys. They've booked their tickets into the quarterfinal stage of the ongoing 2025 under 20 Total Energies AFCON. And this is the time for promising excitement and unusual pairings. You'll be looking at the countries that have booked their tickets or that have guaranteed their places in this stage of the competition in this ongoing tournament in Egypt. From the camp of Nigeria Super Falcons, and also a veteran Nigerian goalkeeper has spoken extensively about the underwhelming performances so far for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in their 2026 World Cup qualification campaign. You'll be looking at the details from that side. But before I proceed with the details of these stories, if you are new on this platform, we always do. So do well to subscribe to the channel. After that, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Please don't forget to like the video and share to other social media platforms. My name still remains Solomon Kwadwo Asante, your only nomenclature, what the engineer's philosophy in sports, a Ghanaian who has declared his full support for Nigeria sports. And I've been given a Nigerian name on this platform. The name is the only one, Solomon Choko Emeka. Do well to leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts after my presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's delve into the intricacies of the stories. And starting with is a camp of the ongoing 2025 under 20 Total Energies AFCON in Egypt. So far, so good. We are into the quarterfinal stage of the competition. And as it stands now, 8 countries or teams have guaranteed their places into the quarterfinal stage of this competition. And the countries so far, as you can have a full glare on your screens, are South Africa, DR Congo, Nigeria, Senegal, Morocco, Sierra Leone, Ghana, and Egypt. And let's look at the pairing. As I've already stated, it's time for promising excitement and unusual pairings. So far, so good. The first quarterfinal game will be between South Africa and DR Congo at the Suez Canal Stadium at 21 o'clock Egypt time. So you can make those permutations and combinations as to where you'll be watching that game from. And the second game will be between Nigeria and Senegal at the Suez Canal Stadium at 15 o'clock. So Nigeria and Senegal will play before South Africa and DR Congo at the same stadium. The winners of these matches, that is the matches from South Africa and DR Congo and Nigeria and Senegal, will meet at the semi-final stage of the competition. And let's go to the other side of the quarterfinal matches. Morocco will take on Sierra Leone. That will be at 18 o'clock at the 30th of June Stadium in Egypt. After that, the Black Stars of Ghana will also take Egypt, the host country, the Young Pharaohs, at the Suez Stadium at 18 o'clock. So you can make those permutations and combinations as to where you'll be watching from. So the winners of the match between Morocco and Sierra Leone, and also the match between Ghana and Egypt, will lock arms at the semi-final stage of the competition. And automatically, anyone that secure one of the coveted semi-finalist spots will make it to the World Cup tournament, which will take place in Chile from the 27th of September to the 19th of October 2025. I know as it stands now, I'm supporting the Flying Eagles of Nigeria and the Black Stars of Ghana. I wish they make it to the final stage of the competition so that we can all give our maximum support to the guys. Now, let me move from the camp of the ongoing 2025 under 20 Total Energies AFCON, the camp of the Flying Eagles, and also to the camp of Nigeria Super Eagles. The 2025 Unity Cup impending tournament is about to happen. And as it's about to happen, a lot of rumors are happening as which players are going to make the final cut from Eric Sekuchel's final squad list. And as it stands now, per the reports I have, is that Eric Sekuchel has now edited his squad list. The editing is in the form of making adjustments to his preferred initial squad and has also made these known players as provisional squad lists to the headquarters of the Nigerian Football Federation. And they have contacted the players that are going to make the cuts as to their availability to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in this Unity Cup tournament, which is scheduled to take place from the 27th of this very month to the ending of this very month. That is the 31st of May 2025 at the GTech Community Stadium in West London, Brentford. And another news coming in is that most of the players, or the inclusion of certain players, will be players who are fringe players in the Super Eagles of Nigeria team. When I talk about fringe players are players that normally make the cuts but do not get the time to play for the Super Eagles, or they don't have enough time to play for the Super Eagles. As to the new players coming in, bench warmers and the lot, these are fringe players, and there's the opportunity for them at the Unity Cup tournament. Just after the Unity Cup tournament, per the tentative news coming in is that the Super Eagles of Nigeria somewhere in June will take on Russia, and that is it. That time we'll be getting the full house, the full players, the players that you used to know about playing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So that is the news coming in. And from one of my grievance sources, the news and the report that I have is that most of the NPFL players will be making the cuts. That is the Nigeria Premier League players will be making the cuts, and about 12 of them will be part of Eric Sekuchel's final squad for this Unity Cup tournament, with Ahmed Musa returning to the Super Eagles of Nigeria's team. So that is the latest coming in. Let's see the French players, which players are going to make the new players coming in, the NPFL players making the cuts, and other players joining to make the final cuts. For now, we have the provisional man squad yet to be released by the Nigerian Football Federation. So about the rumors happening and everything, Eric Sekuchel thinks this is the time for him to reset mode and also build formidable team for the Super Eagles of Nigeria ahead of his 2026 World Cup qualification campaign. And that is the latest news coming in from the camp of Nigeria Super Eagles. Still in the camp of Nigeria Super Eagles, they've had underwhelming 2026 World Cup qualification campaign, and a veteran goalkeeper, Daniel Akpeyi, has also have his candid assessments about the team so far. He has voiced out his frustrations as to how underwhelming the qualification campaign has been for the Super Eagles of Nigeria so far. He is saying when you have good players, you have discrepancies between good players and building formidable team. So he made a sharp contrast with the progress of the South African national team. That is the Bafana. He said Hugo Bruce is doing the job. He has seen the good players, and so far he has been able to make a good use of the good players by building a formidable team. These are some of the things that he expects from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He spoke lengthy at the FAR post, of which we need to have a full glare and glance of it on our screens as I read to your hearings and also sight. He started by saying, the standing in the World Cup qualifiers group is a clear reflection that South African football is higher. You can have big players, but coming up with a team is something that many fail to do. He ended by saying, but South Africa has managed to do that with ease under Hugo Bruce. Of course, as a Nigerian, I am disappointed with how we have played the World Cup qualifiers. These are the exact words of Nigeria veteran goalkeeper Akpeyi Daniel. You can also have your candid assessments. He has had his candid assessments about the underwhelming performance so far for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. You can also do yours in the comment box, and I'll be giving you shout outs under my subsequent videos. So this is the latest coming in from the camp of Nigeria Super Eagles with the underwhelming performance so far in their 2026 World Cup qualification campaign. And let me end my presentation from the camp of Nigeria Women National Team, that is the Super Falcons. Per the reports I have, after they being dormant for almost some months, they are back to take on Cameroon as a fiercest game for their preparation in the impending 2025 WAFCON tournament, which is scheduled to take place from the 5th to the 26th of July 2025 in Morocco. So that is the latest coming in. I will later come in with the latest details, the schedules as to how they are going to play the match and where the match will take place. So that is the latest from the camp of Nigeria Super Falcons, as they are also aiming to reclaim the spot as the winners of the tournament for the very 10th time. I think they are 9 times winners, and that is it from Nigeria Super Falcons. That is it. What do you have to say about the Flying Eagles of Nigeria? As one of their ultimate target or objective is securing qualification to the 2025 World Cup Under-20 tournament in Chile, which is scheduled to take place from the 27th of September to the 19th of October 2025. Aside that, they are aiming to at least have trophy extension for the very 8th time in the continental showcase. Can they make it? The Black Satellites are also trying their best to make it for the very 5th time. Which countries are going to make it to the grand finale stage of the competition as you are in the quarterfinal stage of the competition in Egypt? Just leave your decent comments in the comment box. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Before I take a leave of you, let me give you special shout outs as to some of my previous videos and the comments coming in. Special shout out, full support. This is full support from Ifeanyi. I do appreciate your support to Sports Filler. No Livy, I do appreciate your support. Balogun, you've also given your decent comments, and I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Benjamin, I do appreciate your support to Sports Filler. Ofosu Prosper Dortmund, I do appreciate your support. And Moses Valentine, I appreciate your support on Sports Filler. Michael Musi, a lot of comments coming in under one of my videos. That is the highlights, Nigeria 2, Kenya 2. That is it for that. And we shall meet in our subsequent videos. Until we meet again on this very platform, it's bye for now.